Alright, welcome back everyone. Yes, I am back. Okay. So today I'm going to be, I got some news for you guys. I got 2 videos coming out. They're going to be 1 minute long each, and they're going to be coming out on the Adult Swim channel. So that's pretty cool. We got an animation on Adult Swim, so when those come out, I'll post it in the community tab, and hopefully you guys will see the link there. Then the next thing I want to announce is that I am working on some Spooktober videos. And so there should be, I'm trying to have 3 of them out before Halloween. Right now I got 1.5 done, so we'll see how it goes, because they're taking a long time, but yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Thanks, Blink Pink. I worked on those commissions for Adult Swim secretly for the past 2 to 3 months, and that was a lot of work. So you may have noticed the channel hasn't been updating as frequently as it was prior. That's just because I've been working on those things in private. So there will be some, and they're actually like better quality than my usual stuff too. So I don't know. It's like I spend more time doing them. Anyways. I'll let you know when they come out. Next thing is I'm working on yeah, one of these Spooktober videos. So I will just be doing that. And the reason why Hans is here is because Barry, his roommate, turns him into a puppet. So I just don't want to. I mean, it's obviously a kind of. I just need to like use him as a reference image, I guess, because I have to make a puppet version of his face. Hey, Mikey O'Brien. And so I also thought today if you guys wanted to talk about spooky stories, that would be cool, because most of these streams I end up just talking about myself the whole time. I don't know. Yeah, so my topic is tell me your real life spooky stories, if you have any. Whatever, something that happened to you that was pretty spooky. My spooky story. I wake up. Sagatory, that happens a lot. That happens a lot. You know, go to the bathroom or something in there. Alright, I have to see, this is his face, so if he was a puppet, it would be kind of like more circular. Make a Hitler, you don't get spooked.
Never. Never.
So, okay, let's see here. These bonus videos that I'm working on for like Spooktober is they're going to be kind of short, but like there should be at least, I'm going to try to get at least 3 of them done. Kevin Boyer, I saw a grown man with Ugandan knuckles shirt last weekend. Does that count?
What?
You know that like meme of like the red
Uganda knuckles?
Yeah.
Okay.
Blink Pink, he spent 6 hours frozen in a bout of sleep paralysis while a burnt child loomed over me.
Ugh.
I don't know if I had experienced sleep paralysis before. I think maybe I felt like I had once, like really briefly, but it wasn't like a long period of time for 6 hours.
I did. It's pretty horrifying.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was like you're awake but you can't move, and then like you're half dreaming too, so you're like fucking hallucinating like crazy balls.
Yeah.
So I was just hallucinating people screaming at the top of their lungs and like giant black monsters crawling all over the ceiling.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, that's pretty spooky.
Pretty spooky.
Pretty spooky.
Mr. Ongro, I was 12, and sus. Pale face looking down at you from the mirror. Is your girlfriend Polish?
Oh my god. Every stream.
Yeah, she is.
I think you should add that to that video.
Figure standby, Reno, Yokomoto. That was. Man, there's a lot of comments here now. Hold on, guys.
Wow. People want to chat.
Boots in the living room. One time I was actually at a friend's house once, and they were like playing guitar or whatever. I was just messing around with the video camera, and we got like this like stream of like. This is gonna sound stupid because I don't even have the footage anymore. So you guys are gonna be like, post the footage, and I'm gonna be like, oh, I don't have it, and then
fake news.
Yeah. So, but anyway, we basically filmed, and then there was like this like stream of like white balls that were like floating around the room like this. And it was really quick, but like if you pause the frame, you would see it. I might actually have the footage on my laptop somewhere, but this was like a long time ago, and the footage is pretty blurry, so I don't know.
Sorry, bro.
I don't know if this is spooky. Before my grandma died, I smelt her. I woke up in the middle of the night at 11:30 to her voice, and I woke up at 11:33 on the dot for some reason every day that week. Asena. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I hear a lot of stories about when people like die. Like sometimes people dream of them, like the night that it happens. Alright, I'm having a hard time drawing this face, which is really stupid. I'm trying to draw it like a puppet. So the thing is, I want to animate it in a way that I can animate the eyes. So what I'm probably going to do is like have a layer underneath them that can shift up and down, and then the eyes themselves are going to be really basic. It's not going to look like my regular animation. Like what I'll do is put another layer here where there's like a pupil, right? So that it will like shift up and down in the background, right? Because that's Barry going to be controlling the eyes and stuff. So. And then the eyelids too. So. I once delivered a pizza to an abandoned children's campground, and it was pitch black. The guy came up behind me and grabbed my shoulder. He was nice, but I was still spooked. Yeah. Okay, so his mouth also, let's see here. I gotta like look up like a doll, like those animated dolls. What do they look like? Just give me a second. Puppet. Wooden puppet. His mouth's gotta kind of look like, kind of like this, but I don't like how that looks, so. I guess it's gonna be like kind of flat on the top, but it doesn't have to be. Sort of like this kind of face, mouth, so. I gotta put my headphones on here. I don't know if people just signed up to Patreon right now or if they just did it in the stream, but I want to thank you, James T. Fortier and Fernando Acuna, Patrick Van Genderin, and Louis White. Thank you guys for signing up very much. I appreciate that. I didn't have my headphones on, so I may not have heard the notification go off. I'll put my headphones on now, though. It's just,
So weird.
Cakes PQ Sim. I always thought that you were a girl.
Well.
Well, I've been doing these live streams for a while.
He is a girl. He just has a really buff voice.
Yeah, and who's to say I'm not a girl?
Yeah.
I can identify as one if I want.
Yeah, exactly.
These days. Okay, so his mouth is just gonna be like a black hole for now, because you know what? This is gonna take me a while to do because I haven't really drawn like a puppet face before. And Cal Fenton. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. You know, the support, you guys have been helping me out so much, and I'm just happy that I'm able to do these animations for you guys. I've been pretty much doing these animations like, I'd say full time. Like the last week I took kind of a break because of the commissions I finished up, but okay, so I gotta get this nose. Doesn't look right for like a wooden nose. It's still gotta look like him, sort of. Maybe his eyebrows need to be. You know what? His eyes are wrong. Maybe kind of like droopy a little bit. Okay, let's see here. Sorry, this might kind of, it's not really going to ruin things. I just have to get a reference image here. This is Barry with his puppet hands, and his mouth is a separate layer, so you don't see it, but okay. This video is gonna be really messed up. It's just gonna be strange. Which, you know, that's what I usually do, but no. He doesn't have an ear here, but I guess I'll draw an ear. Do you ever spook yourself with the videos that you make? Not really.
Yeah, you do.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about? You're just sitting there and you just like explode laughing sometimes.
Yeah, it doesn't spook me.
And you're like, that's messed up!
Oh yeah, well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sometimes I'll come up with an idea that's like kind of too messed up, and then I don't want to like put it on YouTube, or whatever, because
regularly come up with ideas and stuff.
Yeah, I usually kind of take things back a little bit, but for this Spooktober, I'm gonna try to do things a little bit more, just kind of weird and creepy, I guess, than usual. I don't like that nose there. Do you always come up with stories by listening to music? Frank Tinsley. Not always, but usually with the interface stuff, the music comes before the story. So it just helps me kind of visualize some elements, story elements, and things like that. I don't have many spooky stories, says Pixel Pepper, but I had this one sleep paralysis dream where my brother came into my room and hung himself. It was terrible. Man, I don't know, man. I don't think I've really experienced sleep paralysis that bad. Like, why is it that you like dream the worst things when you have sleep paralysis? Is it because your brain goes into panic mode or something? I don't know, man. Okay, so this is just temporary. I'm gonna color it in so that you can see what's gonna happen to his eyes. Danny boy, you should release the music for interface. I legit throw the playlist on the background sometimes, doesn't it? Hey Danny, it is going to happen. It's going to happen. I don't know when, but I was hoping to get it done by the end of the year, but I don't think that's going to happen. There will be an interface album, so just kind of stay tuned, I guess. I want to make sure that like a season's finished before I release it, though, so it's not like season 1, whatever. And just a matter of me knowing when to do it, and it's coming soon, though. Yeah, these live streams are pretty. I actually I can't draw and talk very well, which despite me doing like 20 of these live streams, I haven't really improved. If anything, I've gotten worse. So just bear with me. They take me a long time to actually get anything done here. Okay, so I got my eyes. I got. Hands is kind of like mullet hair, and now I need to put like his eyeballs, which are what color are they? Like greenish, I think. So they're gonna go right here. On a different layer, but they're also gonna come with eyelids, I think. Does that make sense? Should they be separate, maybe? But I think that like if I do it like this, and oops. Let me just do a test here. God, okay. 1 second. Curve has to be right. Okay. So now I got his eyes, and if I were to animate them on separate layers, it would look like a really kind of like shitty wooden robot. Not robot, wooden puppet. Should put them on separate layers so that they can actually animate independently. Oops. Alright guys, let's see if I cut this. Alright, so now I got 2 eyes that are on separate layers, and then they're going to animate kind of like really shitty, like this.
Building over here.
And I gotta make his face look like it's made out of wood, so I'll do that. Droid, greetings from Scotland and South Africa. Love your work. Hey man, thanks Droid, I appreciate that. Greetings from Scotland and South Africa. How are you in 2 different places at the same time? Okay, let's see. I need like wood textures on his face. Maybe his cheeks will have like those kind of like a, you know, like a tree branch. What do you call it? Knots, whatever. Rebecca Ball, I'm going to dress as Mischief for Halloween. Is that okay?
Aww.
Yeah. Maybe next year I can like get some masks made somewhere or something, and like sell them on the somehow.
I want to see what that looks like.
Or how about a giveaway of some sort? There's one guy on Twitch that makes masks. I think I forget the name, Merrick Masks or something like that. They're pretty expensive to make though, so it would have to be sort of like a pre-order sort of thing, I think, maybe. Ariel Aiton said, if you reach 100k subs, will you make a face reveal video? I'll make a bonus video, probably something, but I don't think I'll do a face reveal. I mean, you guys could probably find my face if you wanted to. Like I said before, I'm not like too hidden out there. I've got like a website and stuff, so. But yeah. Okay, so he's looking a little bit more wooden now, which is good. I think he needs just a few more. Maybe I'll draw his mouth now, I guess, but it's just what is your name? My name's Justin. My regular name is Justin. I do voice mischief. Yeah, I do a lot of manipulation to the sounds though, so it sounds a lot deeper. Well, I don't do that much manipulation. It's really just a matter of pitch shifting, but
sounds so gravelly.
Yeah, I have to also make myself sound gravelly and stuff. I made a mistake here. How do you stay focused when you animate? Well, it's I know what, I've been finding a lot of good music on YouTube recently because of this animations I've been doing, where I just kind of type in some music that I like, and then the watch next algorithm, whatever. Usually it finds something that's pretty close, right? And then I end up liking that too. And then once in a while it goes off the rails. But usually just put some music on and it helps concentrate. Uncle Damphy, you're in luck actually, because there is something coming to Adult Swim that is interface related. Not a show or anything, but just 2 1-minute little videos is going to be on their YouTube channel at the end of the month. So I'll post a link and you guys can check that out. It's going to be they commissioned 2 short little videos. So if you guys like it and you want to see more stuff on Adult Swim, I encourage you to let them know. And they will maybe it might turn into something bigger, who knows, right? Right now it's just 2 little videos, so that's kind of cool. I'm excited about that. Yeah, thanks guys. Oops. This is the problem with working in Photoshop. Sometimes the brushes just change. Like, I always use the pencil tool, and if I do a bunch of stuff with the brush tool and I don't realize it, I have to like undo everything because like there's no way to make it look like a pixel. Okay, there we go. There's his face. How does your mischief voice? It doesn't sound very good. It's just me like trying to lower my voice. It's like if I got punched in the throat, kind of sound like like this. That's all I want to do, really. I don't like doing it too much, so it kind of hurts.
It hurts. He's hurting himself for the show.
Share some music. Who are we listening to right now? Chloe Lee. Actually, check out the playlist page on my YouTube channel. I got a whole bunch of music on there called Enjoyable Sounds, whatever. I got a ton of music on there I like listening to. Towards the end, at the bottom of the playlist, you'll find some more recent stuff that I added. And there's a band in Montreal actually called jeez, I don't remember the name. Hold on. Oh, it's called House of Youth, and I like some of their music, so you guys can check it out. It's kind of like electronic mixed in with some vocals and orchestral sort of thing. There's a link I just posted in the description. They post all their music on YouTube, so yeah. Will you be branching out and doing other things? Rebecca, for now, I'm just going to be doing these YouTube animations until, you know, if something else comes along, I'll let you guys know. But right now, my goal is to just do these for indefinitely, I guess. Yeah. Alright, what do we got? Eyes. So I should draw his mouth, maybe, because now it just looks like he's been drinking too much soy lattes. So I should put, like, teeth or something in. Hold on. Yeah, you can't really see it here. How does it work? If his mouth... Okay, wait, his mouth probably has teeth in it already, so... I'll just make it look like really gross chiclet teeth. Alfonso Treveni, thank you, man. Hello from Russia. I like your videos and music so much. Showing it to all my friends. Papa bless and keep it up to date. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Teeth are weird. It's basically like a whole component in the body that is dedicated to crushing parts of other beings. You know what's weird about the teeth is that it's the only part of your skeleton that's exposed. So if anyone asks you to show you their skeleton, you can just show you that. Just smile at them. Thanks, Brandon Jerome. Bill Nye the Bounty Guy. I like your stuff. Keep it up. It's like the moment right before waking up. Hey, man, I really appreciate that super chat. And I'm happy you're enjoying these animations. Thank you, man. Bill Nye the Bounty Guy. What's Bill Nye the Bounty Guy? You're like Bill Nye the Science Guy, except instead you like arrest people who skipped out on their bond. Turn into like a science show of sorts. Have you ever had any ideas about making a video of two... sorry. Have you ever had any ideas about making a video with an underlying or maybe even slightly more explicitly implied focus on racial displacement in the West?
No.
I haven't thought about doing it. Well, the thing is, I don't want my channel to get too political, and I don't really. I just basically make these animations for fun, you know, and I don't want to get too political and that sort of thing. I don't know if I could do something that's funny related to that, so for now, no. Okay, so I got his mouth there. Let's just see here. I'm going to put all this in a folder, just so I can do this to it with the opacity. Fuckboy Gilgamesh. Tell me about the time you were mugged by an old man. That sounds kind of strange. Yeah, I don't think there is really that much racial tensions, especially in North America. It's been exaggerated by the media, and it's actually making things worse than what they are, which is not necessarily that bad. I think people are overreacting to a lot of things in the media. So, Alfonso Treveni, I would really love to chat with you about your ideas on art. Would that be possible? Yeah, man. Just hey, first of all, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate that so much. And you can email me on the about page. There's like an email thing, or if you find me on the Discord and you send me a message, I'll get back to you. Probably later today or tomorrow. Alfonso Treveni. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's get the mouth here. Have you ever been contacted by any studios or TV networks yet? Winter Fisher. Apart from Adult Swim, I actually have, which I was really surprised about. But I'm not going to say anything about it because chances are it's not going to go anywhere, and I don't want to get anyone's hopes up. But I'm saying that there has been interest, oddly enough, and it's really weird because, you know, my channel isn't even that big, really, and it kind of came out of nowhere. So I'll let you guys know, of course, if anything happens, but, you know, I'm not getting my hopes up too much. I'm just saying that, you know, there is some people out there that are interested. It's just a matter of getting the right people on board, I guess. So it's weird. Okay, so let's see here. I got, oh, his lips should be like painted on or something maybe. Michael Papadopoulos. I'm sorry if I butchered your last name there, but there's going to be some videos about interface coming out on Adult Swim Online. The end of the month, probably the 29th and the 31st, around midnight. I'll let you guys know closer to the date. Like I'll put it in the community page. What Squash? I use Logic to make all my music, so that's what I've been using. You know what? Adult Swim actually on their YouTube channel, they feature a lot of like really obscure animators. You know, like people like you would never even find the videos before. Like they really go out there and they find these like crazy animators that don't necessarily even have big followings, and they throw them a bone, which I think is kind of cool, because if you go to their channel, you see all these like strange animations, and you're like, who the hell's making these, right? And if you look up the guys' names or whatever, or the women's names who's ever making the animations, you can find their channel. And unfortunately, a lot of these people don't really have much of a following, but they do have these really messed up videos. Do you browse the Cambodian basking weaving forum? Because the boomer meme isn't very well known outside of it.
They caught you.
Yeah.
Stop looking at that basket weaving.
Yeah. Oh, Joseph E. had cats are always the spookiest. Zach ZAQ. I just mentioned it before actually, but if you go to my playlist page, you'll find a playlist called Enjoyable Sounds, which is basically a bunch of music that I like listening to. So you'll find a bunch of music there. There might even be a link in the description of this live stream. I might have put it there. Okay, so I'm getting close to having this mouth finished here. If I turn this back up. So now, if I do like a really crap animation, I can just have them go like, burp, 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 burp. You'll say stuff like, hello everyone, right? Like, I might put something in there too. Maybe I'll put like a tongue or some sort. Like a painted on tongue. Or it wouldn't be painted on, would it? It'd be like a hole, because that's how these things work. But maybe I could put a tongue back there. So let's get rid of that for a second. And at this point I can merge those two layers together. There we go. Does that look like a tongue? I don't know. Just... yeah. That looks weird. There we go. It's got a big, thick tongue. Bill Nye the Bounty Guy. There's a few YouTube channels that I really enjoyed when I was starting to do these animations, and obviously the first one that comes to mind is Pilot Redstone, which I'm sure you guys might be aware of, and a few others actually. So if you go to my channel page and you go to the right side, it says like influences, whatever, you'll see a bunch of other animators there, and they kind of like made me want to draw the way I do or whatever, or get into animation a little bit. I mean, I've done animation before a long time ago, but it was always like stop motion, and I never really considered doing drawn animations before, because I figured it would be like a lot of work, And honestly, it is a lot of work, but it's rewarding. So let's see here. Okay, extend this a little bit. Okay, so his mouth. Now the problem is, if this, you know, I feel like it shouldn't be able to scoop. It should just go straight down. Scoop, if you know what I mean. It kind of comes out in the corner of it. Okay, so now if I put this, that looks better. Oops. Hey, Health Core. Thanks, man. I'm happy. A lot of people have been saying I've been inspiring to do animation, which I'm. It wasn't something I thought that I would be doing, but Winter Fisher, do you have a favorite Anonymous video? You know, actually, I like the one that's on his second channel, where it's called Big Pant, or something like that. That one was kind of like his Big Pant one, and there's like another one where it's just a bear. I don't think it's on any of his channels. He had a live stream a while ago, and I was watching them all.
I'm really embarrassed about it.
He was like embarrassed about them because he's like, "This is not good at all." But
it's like girlfriend's trying to make him show it to everyone. He's like, "No, I don't wanna."
I thought they were hilarious. So I don't. Sometimes I feel like creators get in the way of their own like they like I.
Oh, really? Like you?
I get in the way of my own stuff sometimes. Like I think, oh, that's not really going to be that funny, or I like overdo something, you know.
How about all the years us, me and Colin trying to convince you to do animation? That's you getting in the way of yourself.
Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah. So I'd say probably the Big Pant video or the bear one. I don't know if you guys. I don't know if that one's alive though on this channel anywhere. Caroline is in the corner over there, actually. Jim Crow. She's painting. She's doing a painting of a dismembered corpse. So, if you guys are interested in that, she's going to be live streaming as well. And
well, I'm not painting that today, but thanks, Justin.
Oh, she's not?
No.
You're not?
I'm just going to work on regular person stuff like landscapes.
Well, if you look at her videos on her Twitch, which you can look at what she's working on, which is, I don't know, if you just search that on Twitch, you'll find like you'll find the dismembered corpse that she's working on.
That's not a corpse.
I know, I'm just saying, it looks like it though.
You're a corpse. You're a dismembered corpse.
Let's see. What are you going to be working, Caroline, on? What are you working on for your stream?
I'm either going to do some bigger drawing of people and then turn them into robots, or I'm going to start doing some oil painting and some landscapes.
Alright, so now I got the mouth here, I got a nose, his eyes. His eyes are independently, so they can go up and down like this. Kind of like a slot machine. I'll probably, like, when I'm doing the animation, I'll probably just have one of them be, like, doing something stupid like this the whole time. It's like... okay, now I don't like the colors of his eyes, so I'm going to fix that. Carolina and I have been together for like 10 years almost, so we are, you know, pretty much, you know, just a matter of time we're going to be married, so we just haven't gotten around to it. So, IBI, or Libby, what are you working on right now? I'm working on, yeah, so for those who are joining, or who don't know, I'm making 3 videos. I'm trying to make 3 videos before Halloween, so that they come out like I want to have like a video come out once a day right before Halloween. Alright, so far I got one of them done. So I'm working on the second one, and then I'll see if I can get a third one done. I hope. So that's what I'm working on. I'm gonna try to have like a Spooktoberfest on my own channel, you know, having a bunch of videos come out at the same time. Okay, let's see if this looks better. Looks a little bit better. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. I will sometimes, guys. I'm drawing on the wrong layer again. Alright, so there's that. Now he will be right next to Barry's shirt, so it should be pink over there. Ron, yeah, I added one of the songs from my new EP into the background music. So, that's... I can't hear it because when I had the music playing and I was drawing, I ended up becoming discombobulated. I can't focus. It's hard for me to focus, so I don't know what's playing right now, but I made some kind of ambient tracks just for the live stream, and then there's a few tracks that are just from my new EP, so Mr. Gremble. I hope you guys are doing well. The season changed for you guys. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the summer in Montreal, I don't know if you guys, like, you guys think Montreal is like a frozen wasteland, but like the summers are actually like friggin' hot and gross and humid because it's surrounded by water. It's like on an island, right? So, and for some reason, all the heat just like builds up on the island of Montreal, and it gets so humid. So the fall is actually like the best time of year because it's just like the perfect temperature and not cold. So it's been pretty nice actually. Caroline and I went to see at the museum here. They got an Alexander Calder exhibition. I don't know if you guys know of Alexander Calder, but he's basically the guy who makes those mobiles. Like if you've seen his work, you recognize it probably. Mobiles in the sense like those things that hang from the ceiling like this. And then but he does like really intricate ones. That's a really shit drawing I just did there. Maybe I could just look him up real quick. I really liked his artwork, and I found it to be unpretentious, I guess, which is kind of cool. A lot of artists in the 20th century they just kind of like just did things because it was new and different, you know, and they don't really have this like kind of ridiculous philosophy behind it. So like a lot of contemporary art. So this is going on in the if any of you guys are in Montreal or close by, you can see it. It's at the Montreal Museum. It's cool. I like it. So.
He has a philosophy just there. It's just not based on stuff that isn't in the artwork. It's just aesthetic.
It's an aesthetic philosophy.
Yeah. More about exploring different aesthetic potential than just some kind of, I don't know, diatribe or politics or something.
Hey, Sebastian, welcome back. Sorry guys, I'm not getting back to everyone as I used to be able to get back to everyone in this chat, but as the channel has been growing, I haven't been able to. It's just too much to respond to, I guess. I live in the Niagara region. We have like 90% humidity all the way around.
Oh, I know what that's like.
Do you get, Mr. Grimble, do you have like giant house centipedes?
Yeah.
In Niagara? I want to know more about that, because Carolina says that they had like these huge house centipedes that were like the size of like I don't know, like a
shoe.
Like a shoe. It would like crawl around and make a like that kind of noise. Mr. Gremble, it's just called, I think it's just called Alexander Calder. I don't think the exhibition actually had a name. Maybe it did.
No, it was just his name.
It was just his name, I think. We had house centipedes in Montreal, but they're tiny. They're like only a couple inches, and they're not even that big. But like I've seen those big fucking ones.
What did he say?
I'm
not actually in the stream. I'm just yelling from across the room. You know.
He's laughing. I don't know if that means that he does know about them or not.
He knows what I'm talking about. The ones that you can like hear. Like a tap dancer's fucking running across your house.
Yeah. Okay.
Nightmare fuel.
Yeah. don't like how his eyebrows are like this. I feel like if he was a wooden puppet, they wouldn't be so fuzzy looking, I guess. Milo's, I do actually I'm streaming on Twitch simultaneously, so if you go there and type in Umami animations, I'm sure you'll find me. Mr. Grimble says, I've seen some ugly as fuck centipedes in my basement though, like the size of my fingers. Nasty furry eyebrows. Okay,
Ew.
nasty furry eyebrows, but they're not like the long ones that are like the size of a dildo, like flopping around the corners of your house. Like, apparently that's a thing. But there's a certain type. What are they called? Giant centipedes or something? Giant house centipedes? Let me just look this up.
They have like a hard exterior. They're kind of shiny. I don't know. I saw one when I was a kid. I'm like terrified now.
This is not it. This is a regular house centipede. I'm looking for. This is the giant house centipede right here. The fucking huge ones. I think that's more prevalent in the United States. I'm not really sure. But these ones are big. And when Carolina first moved to Canada from Poland, they didn't they lived in a kind of a place that wasn't the greatest, and they had these
It was a ghetto.
It was what?
It was a ghetto.
She just says that it was basically a ghetto. So they had like these kind of fuckers in their apartment building. And if you're a kid, like she moved when she was 7. So imagine being 7 and seeing these things like on the walls. Oh man, I don't want to think about that. Dildo-sized centipedes. I mean, they are. They're basically, you know, they're not. I don't know. It depends on. That's like just like Australia freaking out. Yeah, I don't know how people can live in Australia, man. There's just too many things there that are just trying to kill you. Umami. Hold on a second. Oh, Omar, you're jealous of places that have house centipedes. Tell me why you're jealous that you don't have house centipedes, because they're not fun when you wake up in the bathroom and you're like 2 in the morning and there's just one like crawling right next to you. I'd like to know. I mean, you know, you can have all the house centipedes if you like.
Yeah, you can take them all.
Umami, do you mind if I make the eyebrowless wooden puppet my profile picture? Alright, go ahead, man. You can take that. You can take anything that I draw and make it your profile picture. I don't mind. Yeah, man, I know they're harmless. The house centipedes. They don't even hurt you at all. Actually, they're good for your house apparently because they like eat the sort of things that can. What do you call them? Just they eat bugs. So I just don't like them. I got some sort of phobia towards certain insects.
I'm afraid of earwigs.
The Carolina finds earwigs scary, but for some reason I don't really.
They like to build a house behind your ear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's another weird thing is any insect that flies doesn't bother me. Like you can have anything that just flies. It's just I don't know what it is. But if it's like crawling around on the ground. There's one guy that used to be afraid of fruit flies down.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it.
There's this like guy that used to live in our building. He's like this huge, like 6'5", like tough looking guy.
Yeah, with tattoos.
Yeah, and if there was like fruit flies in his kitchen, he'd like run out into the backyard. That's very funny.
Yeah. And his like ex-wife would make fun of him
Yeah.
as it's happening.
Yeah. We had cockroaches in our old apartment. So when we moved to Montreal, we moved into this big fucking apartment block, and it was probably a mistake, but we didn't really know where to live. And the first like 3 years, it was fine actually, but then the last year they started drilling into the walls. I don't know, to like replace concrete or something. And I think maybe our next door neighbor was not very clean either or something, because there was fucking cockroaches coming out of the walls. Like out of the electrical sockets. It was nasty. And we had to get out of there, so this place that we live now is much nicer. There's no cockroaches. There's house centipedes once in a while, but it's not a big deal. I'd rather have house centipedes than cockroaches, I'm sure. Most of you might agree. Have you ever seen mantids fly? What's a mantid? Flying? What the hell's a mantid? Let me just look this up. Oh, flying praying mantis.
Yeah.
Man, if I saw one of these things flying, I'd probably just laugh.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would scare me. I mean,
I've seen them fly.
They're harmless too, aren't they?
Well, they hunt insects and they just don't care about people, so.
I like any kind of insect that pretends to look like a different, like a plant. Like, you ever see like those inchworms that like turn into sticks?
It's a stick bug.
Stick bug, is that what they're called?
Yeah, literally.
Uncle Dampy. We have termites that keep falling from the ceiling at work.
Ew.
That's probably not good.
That's probably bad for your ceiling.
If you get like termites in your bag or something, and then you bring them to your house, that could really fuck things up. That sucks, man. Mr. Grembo, we do have black-ass wolf spiders and dock spiders. Yeah, dock spiders. That's something I used to have to deal with when I was a kid. Because we lived in a neighborhood with a lot of lakes, and we'd go swimming sometimes. And if anyone, I don't know if you guys know, but like docks, like on lakes specifically, have they're just like, it's just like these giant spiders. They love it, and they'll live underneath the wood because it's like damp and wet. Let me look this up. Dock spider. These guys, and they're pretty big. Like, look at the size of it, right? And they actually do bite you too. So if you aggravate it, they will bite you. But now here's another thing. These spiders float on the water. So if you're swimming, right, and your face is like just above the water, right, these things can like come out of the dock and they'll come up right to your fucking face. And it's freaked me out, man, as a kid once. It really, like, they came out, and my dad had to jump in the water, and he had a flipper, and he started smacking it.
Oh yeah, your dad saved you?
He smacked the spider, and then, see how it's floating on the water like this? Now imagine you're just swimming, and your head's right here, and this thing's like right at your face, and they actually do bite you if they wanted to. Like, they can take a chunk out of your skin. Yeah, so that's basically what happened. My dad smacked it with a flipper, and then all its legs were just like floating around in the water. It was not great. That's when I got spooked. That was really spooky for me. Yep. So, and you know what's another thing that's weird? They all like live underneath the dock, like at the bottom, right? Some people like going swimming underneath. Like some people are fucking crazy and they don't have any arachnophobia like I do. And they'll go swimming, they'll go underneath the dock and they'll stick their head up. And it's like pitch black, you can't see, but there's probably like 20 of those spiders underneath there.
Ugh.
I don't like them, man. It's crazy. Freak me out. All right. So, yeah, I got my mouth here. I got my eyes. For some reason, this eyeball is missing detail, so I'll have to add that in. And that's basically it. All I had planned for this shot, I guess. It's just a very simple sort of and you know that kind of like flickering effect I do? I wasn't going to add it because he's like a solid structure. He's not like an organic living being, so I didn't think it would really make any sense to do that. But maybe I might do it and just make it really subtle. Yeah, we had an ant infestation as well, actually, this summer. I think it might have been because the guy who lives downstairs was digging up the garden. I don't mind ants, though. Ants don't bother me that much. We just got some, like, ant poison kind of put around because there's, like, a lot of them. There's too much of them in the apartment, but... yeah. Okay. So this, that, and this. We got pink shirt here. Okay. Yeah, add some more details to his hair. You know what is really spooky? Those tapeworms that grow inside your body and coil around your bones so they can't be pulled out. Joe Bob. Ooh. Using a matchstick to wind up and remove a guinea worm. Oh my god. You have to like pull them out like a cord. Oh my god. That's, yeah, I don't, it's not something I want to have happen, I guess. Have you heard of tartar? Tartar. You can actually get worms from eating tartar because it's like uncooked meat. What's tarare? Just look this up real quick. A French showman noted for his unusual eating habits. He ate vast quantities of meat. He was constantly hungry. His parents could not provide for him. What the fuck? He would swallow cork, stones, live animals, whole baskets of apples. Oh, okay. Is this? I guess this is the guy you're talking about? No, I haven't heard about this guy. That's weird. I'll have to let's look at some photos here. No, man, I haven't heard about this guy. I'm gonna have to read about him later. That seems that's kind of interesting. No, I should probably save this. I'm doing all this work and I need to save. Okay. You should do a video based on him. Jackimus Maximus. Yeah, maybe I will actually. Let me just look this guy up again, actually. I want to see if I can read something about him. Appearance and behavior. That's like its own category. Hey, Bill Nye, the bounty guy. Thanks, man, for pledging. I really appreciate your support. That's awesome, man. Thank you. Let's see what it says here. Despite his unusual diet, Tarare was slim and of average height. He only weighed 100 pounds at 17. His teeth were heavily stained. When he had not eaten, his skin would hang so loosely that he would wrap the fold of skin from his abdomen around his waist. What the f— and when full, his abdomen would distend like a huge balloon. The skin of his cheeks was wrinkled and hung loosely, and when stretched out, he could hold 12 eggs or apples in his mouth.
How much longer are you gonna stream?
Probably just another like 20 minutes or so. Are you gonna start soon? You gonna start soon?
I guess so.
It sounds like this guy had some sort of like skin elasticity or something, combined with his weird eating habits. His body was hot to touch, and he had sweated heavily. He constantly had a foul body odor. This reads like something I would have written when I was like 8. Like, I don't understand. This is so strange. He was described as stinking to such a degree that he could not be endured within the distance of 20 paces. His smell would get noticeably worse after he had eaten. His eyes and cheeks would become bloodshot, and a visible vapor would rise from his. This must be exaggerated. This is no way. Like, this is just too much. A visible vapor would rise from his body. Like, what is the source of this? It's written in 1812 or 1819. I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's probably not the most scientifically accurate description of this, what actually occurred. But yeah, that's still weird. He had chronic diarrhea and was said to be fetid beyond all conception. Despite his large intake of food, he did not appear either to vomit excessively or to gain weight. Aside from his eating habits, his contemporaries saw no apparent signs of mental illness or unusual behavior in him, other than apparent apathetic temperament with a complete lack of force and ideas. It's very strange. Okay. So after he died, there was an autopsy, and Charrier's gullet was found to be abnormally wide, and when his jaws opened, surgeons could see down a broad canal into his stomach. What does that mean? Like he's got, like, his throat was just a big fucking tube or something, like a hole? His body was found to be filled with pus. His liver and gallbladder were abnormally large. His stomach was enormous and covered in ulcers, and filling most of his abdominal cavity. The fork was never found. I guess this fork has something to do with it. He swallowed the golden fork 2 years earlier and is believed to be lodged inside. Okay, well that's just messed up. Oh, his gullet. Gullet's another word for esophagus. Okay, that's just weird. Weird story, man. Alright, so I'm going to wrap this stream up soon. I can't seem to focus very well, so I'm just going to do a few touch-ups to his eyes and then kind of move on, I guess. Hey, Mr. Grumble, man, I really appreciate that. It's really generous, and you know, I'm glad I made you laugh with my dog story, because that was a traumatizing moment of my life. It made me kind of like not want to go swimming for a while, but yeah, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. And all you guys, the support has been amazing. So, yeah, thanks again. And you know what? These videos are going to be coming out very soon. You guys are going to get some funny new videos and some new stuff coming out on Adult Swim. It's been a while. I've only uploaded one video like in the past month, and so yeah, I know there hasn't been much content, but there should be like at least 4 new videos coming, like within the next 2 weeks. So it's coming soon. You'll see some funny stuff, and yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for the support. Alright, got my eyeballs there, and let's just do my quick little animation. I am going to actually make it look like it kind of gyrates around. A little flickering effect that I do, because even though he's made out of wood and he doesn't move, I think it just helps make the animation look a little nicer. Hey, DM Grayson. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. You know what? The fans have been pretty awesome and amazing in terms of creativity and stuff too. Like, I don't know if you guys check out the Discord server, but people have been posting some stuff in the like. There's a channel there called Post Your Own Creativity or something like that. Basically, you just post whatever you want that you made. Some people have been making like 3D models of Mischief or like illustrations and stuff. And it's been pretty cool. We do competitions, like art competitions, once in a while. I think we had 2 this year, and we might do another one. I'm not sure when, but I'll let you guys know. Yeah, the fan base has been pretty sweet, I gotta say. So you guys may. This is how I do this, like, kind of effect. Is it's really simple. I just kind of slightly alter each frame, like every 2 frames, it kind of slightly alters, and I'm going to make it more subtle and usable because he's made out of wood. Uncle Damphy, if you write software, I mean that's just as creative, you know. There's all sorts of anything creative, anything where you have to create, you know, is goes there, you know. And then there's other channels too. Like I got a bunch of. There's just like I check out the Discord. I haven't been able to check it out recently because my internet was disabled for a couple days there. And I'm on like a temporary connection right now, apparently, so. You know, some people were saying, is the octopus based on that character from Monsters Inc., the octopus in Monsters Inc.? And I actually saw Monsters Inc. when I was a kid, and it's probably that it was, it's like almost the same. Like, when I was drawing the octopus, I wasn't thinking about it, but it looks like I probably saw it somewhere in the past and just, like, subconsciously just drew Octopus Inc. Wait, Octopus Inc. Monsters Inc. It's the same sort of thing. He's like a sushi guy. He's making sushi. He's got the knives and stuff. And he's even got the headband, too, which is crazy. I think I might have seen this movie like 15 years ago. So, but, yeah, it's weird. Wasn't intentional, I guess, but, I mean, honestly, it's probably not even really that creative an idea if you think about it. It's like an octopus making sushi. It's kind of like, but yeah, it's a weird coincidence, I guess. Coincidence mixed in with like, you know, I haven't seen it in the past too, I guess. You know, hopefully by the end of the year, guys, I might be able to do some musical live streams. I haven't been able to do them because the computer I use to make the music with is like it's like a slow laptop, and I wouldn't be able to handle the streaming. But I was thinking of upgrading it someday so that we can actually get some musical live streams in here, so you guys can hear or at least watch how I make the music. And I thought that'd be kind of cool. I mean, my music making process is very similar to how I draw, which is kind of like really trial and error and slow, and I make a lot of mistakes and sort of thing. But it might bring a little bit more. Might be a little bit more interesting, I guess, in terms of a live stream, because you know, you guys have been staring at this face for the past 2 hours. And me adding little details like this, like so when I play it, it kind of flickers a little bit. Probably not the most interesting thing, but it just kind of gives you a little bit of insight in how the animations are done. Get a drawing tablet, Umami. And I do have a drawing tablet. I'm using a Wacom tablet. There we go. Just a little bit of subtle flickering. And you know what? His hair should flicker too, because at least that part will be made of like synthetic fibers. And it may move around a bit. Oh my god, Karen. What the fuck? What the fuck? Where did you get that?
Dollar store.
Oh, okay. Kellyanne just showed up dressed as a clown. So, I'm guessing she's dressed up for Halloween. I don't think this is her new fashion.
This is my new fashion.
I looked over and she's like in the clown suit. What's that, Kellyanne?
I don't know. Just don't talk over me.
Okay, God. I'm about to wrap this up, guys. And if you guys are interested in following Carolina,
don't give me any time to set up.
Well, I'll wait until you're ready.
Right.
Carolina is going to be doing some painting, so if you guys are interested and you're looking for someone else to watch, you can check out her live stream. I'll what do you do? You can raid on Twitch. I'll raid her channel when she's ready. It's going to take about 10 to 20 minutes, I think, though. Okay, so I got this and that. I don't go out for Halloween. I'm like 28. So it'd be kind of messed up if I started going around.
You don't used to get candy that way.
Papa Joe donated. Oh man, I missed the dialogue there. I'm gonna have to go back. Oh, it says right here. Just want to say I love your videos. True works of art. Hey, Papa Joe, man, I appreciate that so much. Thank you very much. Yeah, man, I appreciate it a lot. This is getting close. Okay. And Uncle Damphy, man, hey, man, I appreciate that too, man. I really appreciate it. I hope you watched Dead Silence, spooky puppet movie for you. Dead Silence. Let me look this one up, guys. Okay, you know what? I've seen the poster for this. I'd never seen the movie. I'm gonna have to check this one out. 20% on Rotten Tomatoes. It still looks like it would be enjoyable to watch for Halloween, though. Alright, man, I'll check that one out. You know what a movie I've been looking forward to seeing is the new Clint Eastwood movie, Mule, where he, like, delivers drugs to the Mexicans, and he's, like, 90 years old. You guys should check out the trailer for that if you haven't seen it. And just type in The Mule in Google. You can see this trailer. It looks pretty good, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, thanks, Uncle Danfy. What about the film Hereditary? You know what? I don't think I've seen that one either. You know what? I haven't seen a lot of horror movies in general. Because I kind of got disenfranchised with horror movies after it seemed like a lot of people just kind of jumped on. Like after The Ring was a very popular movie, like a whole fucking ton of movies that were just made the same way. But this looks like it's got 7.3 out of 10, so it looks like it might actually be pretty good. It came out in June, eh? Yeah, I haven't seen it though. Thanks for the recommendation. Check it out. I can't really say much about it. You know what's a movie that you guys should check out that it's like it's not even meant to be horror, but there's like scenes of it that are like basically just as bad as horror. The Last King of Scotland. You guys ever see that movie? It's about a kid that goes to I think it's like Uganda, and the crime lord there like takes a liking to him or something like that, and he like takes him under his wing. And there's some scenes in there that are just completely. I keep drawing on the wrong minute. There's some scenes in there that are completely messed up. I don't want to ruin it for people who haven't seen it, so I'm not going to say anything. But The Last King of Scotland, it's not a horror movie, but I feel like towards the end of the movie, it kind of like turns into a horror movie, and you should check it out if you like horror movies. It's very good. Hey, Papa Joe, I've been a big YouTube junkie for 8 years plus, and no joke, your channel is one of my favorites. For some reason, they hit home for me. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that a lot. I've been trying to like, firstly, I've been making animations for myself, which is what would I find funny on YouTube that doesn't exist already, and it seems to be that there is some sort of void to be filled here. And oh, man, you guys are awesome today. Are you a member of the Twoism Forum, Boards of Canada Fan Forum? You should be. It's definitely your thing. Come join us. Ben Wangler. I haven't heard of it actually. I used to be a member of the We Are the Music Makers Forum, but I haven't heard of the Twoism Forum, so I'll sign up. I'll check it out. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks again, Ben Wangler. Appreciate that. I'll sign up right after this, actually. That's kind of cool. Alright, so another thing I do is, I mean, he's a puppet, his eyes should be dead, but in this case I'll make an exception because it's such a close-up. If you just add like a couple pixels here and there, and you break it up into frames, it kind of gives some liveliness to things, I guess. All these layers are going to have to be imported separately in After Effects and animated. A skeleton. Have you heard or seen anything about a creator called Screamer Claws? No, I haven't actually. Let me look this up. You guys are always giving me stuff to check out, and unfortunately, I don't know most of the stuff you guys are recommending. There's so much stuff out on YouTube these days. Let me look this up. Is he a music maker as well? Let me see. I don't want to play his videos because it's copyright probably, yeah. But no, man, I haven't heard of this, but I'll subscribe to him and check it out afterwards because the thumbnails look kind of creepy and weird, so I'll have to see that. Where'd my chat thing go? All right. Do I know of Shadman? Yeah, I've heard about him. I've seen some of his drawings too. Alright, so put the face back on. Yeah, there we go. Now it kind of like gyrates a little bit. Things are going to be looking a little bit nicer. I think should also do the same thing to Barry's shirt. Because Barry's going to be sitting there. There should be some movement in his shirt. If anything, there should be more movement. That might be too much. There we go. All right, so there's that, and if you guys animate in Photoshop, that's kind of how I do it. This layer is going to be called mouth. This is face. This is left eye. That's his right eye. That's my left eye. Right eye. This is background. There. And I'll open up Premiere. Hopefully it doesn't ruin anything. Let me just get it set up so you don't see anything. Okay, hold on guys, Caroline's like stuck over there. Give me a second. What do you need help with, Caroline?
Here.
What?
Ow.
Where do you want to do it?
The middle. Over tight. Yeah.
How close are you?
I don't know.
Just give me a heads up in the middle, okay?
Start it.
Alright guys, I'm back, sorry. I was helping Carolina because her canvas, hold on, I gotta sign into Adobe now. Alright, so if I were to, what was it called? What did I save it as? Public close-up. Yeah, so that's everything combined. Basically, I have to do it separated. So what I usually do is save this as public close-up, and then I'll save this layer as mouth. Oops. And I delete these layers so that my file size is not huge for no reason. Even though it's not usually the case, because I'm just working at such a low resolution. Hey, I have a question for you, Umami. What motivates you, I guess? Well, I mean, right now it's just that it's just being able to create something that doesn't exist, or I don't really have much, I don't really know, honestly. I just kind of have like this innate desire to create things, which I've always kind of sort of done, whether it was painting or, in this case now, it's animation. Hold on. Sorry guys, my, why is it freezing? Hold on, I can't see. Oh, there it is. Okay. My puppet tool just go away. Mischief has disappeared. Let me bring him back. Mr. Henderson, sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I just, I've been... and on. When are you setting up a full monitor setup so you can artistically keep track of everything at once? Yeah, good idea. I mean, right now I got 2 monitors, and even that I'm like struggling to.
It doesn't matter because you're just not good at multitasking. So.
I'm just suck at multitasking. If I had 4 monitors, it'd probably be worse.
You actually need more like 3 people to watch things for them.
Okay, so this is how my layers stack up. Excuse me. Okay. So if I do that, now I got a bunch of clips, and let me just make them a little bit longer. Oops. Hey, let's read what's up. Zane is lame. Hey, thanks, man, for the host. So now I got this layer here, right? And this top one is his mouth, so I'm just going to nest it and call it mouth. This one right here is probably his eye. Oh wait, no, it's his face. It doesn't actually move, so I don't really have to do anything with that one. This one is going to be nested as well. Call it... oh shit, I don't know which eye it is. Hold on. It's the right eye, okay. This one is a left eye. And the background doesn't move. No. How did you come up with Mischief in his design? Weird thing is, I came up with Mischief in his design like 10 years ago. It was part of one of my sketch drawings I made. I don't know, I used to draw like weird characters all the time, and he's the one that kind of stood out, so I don't know. It just kind of has this weird iconic look to him, I guess, which just comes about from drawing things randomly. I don't really know why I drew him the way he was. Rinx, yeah, I'll try to make more videos like that soup one. The hard thing is coming up with videos that are like that without coming out across as too repetitive. Keeping the quality high, because I don't like to. I don't want to have a repeat beat, if you know what I'm saying. Like, let's see. So there's two ways you can do this. Probably I'll just be using the position tool, because these days I've been putting everything in After Effects after the fact and rendering it so that it works properly. But say for instance the guy says something, I can just kind of animate it with the position tool right now. I'm going to have to make it a lot faster. So let's just get an idea of what can be done. Next thing you can do is that his eye. I thought it'd be kind of fun to just have one of them just like not even working properly. Do like kind of down here. In After Effects, you can actually put expressions on different layers, like wiggle. So, you know, I might actually replace this with After Effects expressions later. Rather than me just manually animating the whole thing, because it took a long time. Get it to look right. But basically, you can do something like that. His right eye. Yeah, so there you go. Sand stuff and using that for that. I don't usually do animations like this because just like wooden puppets are a little different. It's more about moving parts rather than actually drawing the eye go up and down. And of course, I'll probably be reusing some assets for previous stuff. But, yeah. Yeah, so I don't want to show you guys the rest of the animation because I don't have it completely. But that's that. So now I am just gonna go back to Photoshop here. You started? You started?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright guys, I am done for today. So thank you for sticking around and for everyone who has supported me over the stream and stuff. If you guys are interested in sticking around and watching some painting that's done by Carolina, who also works on my animations. Oh, shit. I am going to give you a link so you can watch it. Yeah, so thanks guys. Thanks for hanging around today. I've been kind of in and out of it today. This is my animation. So stay tuned towards the end of the month. Around Halloween, there's going to be a lot of videos coming up. There's going to be at least 2 on my channel, and there's going to be 2 on the Adult Swim channel. So you guys are going to get 4 animations. And the ones that are coming out on the Adult Swim channel took me a really long time to make. So they're like high detailed and stuff. I mean, they're kind of short, but I think you guys will like them. And thanks again, guys, so much. I'm going to post a link right here to Carolina's art stream. If you guys are want to see some more streams, Carolina's going to be painting in the background. Here's a link to her channel. And yeah. Thanks, guys. I will talk to you next time.